Organ Donation India Foundation, and Gyan. Our endeavor is to enlighten you about the current affairs, and basically it was the COVID. But today our topic is, although it is connected with COVID, but be different. And that I will take up. But before that, I would like to inform you that today the country is celebrating Janmashtami. Janmashtami is celebrated when Krishna is believed to have been born according to Hindu tradition, which is in Mathura at midnight on the 8th day of Bhadpatra month. Krishna is Devki's and Vasudev's son, and his birthday is celebrated by Hindus as Janmashtami, as he is considered the supreme personality of Godhead. Today, we are also celebrating International Youth Day. Today, the Youth Day is declared by United Nations. The theme of International Youth Day 2020 is Youth Engagement for Global Action. We are happy to inform that GYAN stands for Global Youth Activity Network. I, as the chairman of GYAN and other members of GYAN, extends greetings to all on International Youth Day. Now, for the today's topic, and today's topic is connected with the COVID-19 also, although it is one of the part, and the topic is Roti Bank Service to Humanity. Keep the humanity alive with your good deeds. Humanity is the human race which includes everyone on earth. The word humanity is from the Latin humanitas, for human nature, kindness. Humanity includes all the humans, but it can also refer to the kind feelings humans often have for each other. Humanity means caring for and helping others whenever and wherever possible. Humanity means helping others at time when they need that help the most. Humanity means forgetting our selfish interest at times when other needs our help. Humanity means extending unconditional love to each and every living being on earth. The highest calling for a person is to serve the greater good of humanity and the world. Many people are tempted to be selfish and do what only benefits themselves. Yet, humans also have an altruistic instinct that fills us with a sense of satisfaction when we are able to help others. The power of humanity is the strength of individual commitment and the force of collective action. Both must be mobilized to relieve suffering, ensure respect for human dignity, and ultimately create a more human society. Martin Luther King considered it important to fight hunger. He said, I quote, "When I die, don't build a monument to me. Don't bestow me degrees from great universities. Just clothe the naked. Say that I tried to house the homeless. Let people say that I tried to feed the hungry." Unquote. Mahatma Gandhi also said, there are people in the world so hungry that God cannot appear to them except in the form of bread. And today, we have someone with us, a great personality who is running this Roti Bank. I would like to introduce my guest. He is none other than Mr. D. Shivanandan, IPS. He is the former Director General of Police Maharashtra. Mr. Shivanandan belongs to 1976 batch. He served as Police Commissioner Nagpur, Thane, and Mumbai. Mr. Shivanandan is now running an NGO called Roti Bank at Mumbai, Nagpur, and Coimbatore. Roti Bank served 1 million meals in 2018-19 and 3 million plus meals from January to July 2020. 3 millions means almost more than 30 lakhs meals from January to July, that is in 7 months. Very, very appreciable thing which he has done. Now, Mr. Shivanandan, please, you are doing this Roti Bank. You have set up the Roti Bank, and you are serving the millions and millions people by providing them the food, and especially during the COVID time, which was a very, very difficult time. Now, we would like to know from you about the Roti Bank.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Mr. Goyal, and good morning to all the listeners. Thank you very much, Mr. Goyal, for bringing me on this platform. And it's very, very exciting for me to share my views on hunger and the Roti Bank. The screen, kindly show me the PPT, please. And before Mr. Goyal is showing the PPT, I would like to tell the listeners that the national poet Subramanya Bharati said, Tani oruvanukku unavillai enil jagathinai alithiduvom. The meaning is, if a single individual, even if a single individual is going without food and he is hungry, it is worth destroying the whole world. That is what the national poet said. Now, in that rate, if we are starting to destroying the whole world, we'll be destroying 800 million worlds every day only on behalf of India, leave alone the whole world. So earlier, all our studies indicated that in India, we had about 20 crores of people, 200 million Indians getting less than $1 worth of purchasing power. Whereas now, this COVID has brought about 4 times more people who are hungry. That is 800 million. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, said on that day, the other day, that there are 80 crores of people he has to feed now through the public distribution system. Thank God we have got plenty of grains in our for FCI, godowns and other places. But then, what about the purchasing power? Thanks to this COVID and pandemic and various other things, all our factories are closed, the production has stopped, and all other economic activities have come to almost a grinding standstill. Because of that, there is no purchasing power. And thus, the migrant laborers became a huge issue. So they were going in millions from south to north and from west to east, and people have traveled 1,000 kilometers to 1,200 kilometers, 1,500 kilometers on a cycle or on foot or on other various means. So that is the kind of level. And in India, already we had thousands of children dying out of malnutrition or before the birth, immediately after the birth, and the expectant mothers dying, and the problem is highly complicated. What is the issue? Extreme poverty. Why we have poverty? They are not able to earn their livelihood, which the UN considered as $1. That is in India 75 rupees, let us say. If you are below that, then you are considered to be poor, hungry, and you can't afford to buy. Imagine one man earning 74 rupees and 5, 6, 7 children, wife, and various others eating out of that. Obviously, they have bloated stomach, malnutrition. Thousands of children die every day. To a simple count, it is 8,000 children dying every day. Please go next, sir. So I'm going to talk about eliminating hunger. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you and me together can eliminate hunger if we think about it and think about, as Martin Luther King was quoted by Mr. Goyal, we can talk about how Mahatma Gandhi also said, Mr. Goyal quoted Mr. Mahatma Gandhi, that there is enough for everyone's need, but there is not adequate for everyone's greed. So that is what he said. If only we can waste less food on our plates, on marriages and various other functions, enough food is there for the whole. In India, while he is changing the slides, I would like to say it's a very big paradox. When 800 million Indians are going without food today, we are wasting 1.4 tons of food against each individual who is going hungry. So that is the problem. That means there is so much plenty of food thanks to the Green Revolution, Mr. M.S. Swaminathan and the government and various others who have increased the production. Sir, the slide is not changing. So that is the issue. We have got tons of food going wasted. in the sense rats and other elements are eating them away, whereas people are going hungry. Thank you, sir, and be ready for changing the next one. So poverty in the world, if you see, 9.9% of the world, that is 7 point, I mean 73 crores, 730 million people live in extreme poverty. And where they are there, what is the criteria? That is, if they have less than $1.9 a day, that is 140, 150 rupees. If they are less than that, they are considered poor as per this chart. But ladies and gentlemen, if we go down to $1 per day, then the figure will magically become double, triple, 10 times more. So that is the problem. So where are these people located? They are in South Asia, they are in East Asia and Pacific, and in Sub-Saharan Africa. This is where the whole world's attention has to come. Next one, sir. So this is the 21.2% of the Indian population live in poverty. Our population, as you all know, is about 138 crores of people. So in the whole world, if you see, as per the darkness of the red color, the poverty and the hunger index would be going up. So Sub-Saharan, as I mentioned earlier, and East Africa are the worst sufferers, and we are 109 in 117 countries. We are also worse. We are not very well off that way. Please, sir, next one. So this is the 2017 figure which I showed you. Now, if you can see, 220 million Indians sustained an expenditure level of 32 rupees, that is half a dollar. But now this is old statistics which is available in the net. Now after COVID, the same number has become 800 million. That is 80 crores of Indians. 2/3 of the people in India live in poverty. That is 68.8% of the Indian population live in less than 150 a day. Now, if you bring it down to 100, the figure would again increase. So over 30% even have less than 93 rupees per day. So what is poverty doing to us, to our children, families, individuals, women folk? Is high infant mortality, malnutrition and deaths due to that, and child labor, and lack of education, illiteracy, child marriage, and various other diseases related to poverty. So Chronic Poverty Research Center indicates that 50% of India's poor could be termed as chronic poor. It means 1100 million. That is about, let us say, about 200 million Indians, as per their estimate, could be called poor and they don't have food. Next one, sir. So COVID-19, Mr. Goyal mentioned this whole series of program. I thank him a lot from the bottom of my heart for running a whole series of program about COVID. So I'm also going to focus on that. So this COVID-19, this United Nations ILO has claimed that about 400 million workers from India from informal sector, I'm talking about the migrant laborers, are likely to be pushed deeper into poverty due to, this is an estimation, but actually it became double. And the National NSSO and Planning Commission data show that with the 25% shock to incomes across all fractals will be much worse. Our poverty rate will rise to 46.3%. That is more than twice the 2011-12 levels and higher than even the 1993-94 levels. That is unprecedented, ladies and gentlemen. India will have an additional 354 million poor, taking the total count of countries poor about 623 million as per this study, but actually it is 800 million as per the Prime Minister. Global Hunger Index, if you see, India ranks 102 out of 117 countries, qualifying countries. Others, the rest of the country, out of 195 countries, 117 qualify because the rest of them are free from hunger. So that is the global index, which is old, dated. Latest one could be much more frightening. Hunger in the world, if you see, 11% of world's population are undernourished, which indicates that they have a caloric intake below minimum energy requirement. Look at the color. From the yellow to the dark red is the extreme poverty you can see. India, unfortunately, is not in the dark red zone. So ours can be tackled. In the sense, we have 80 million tons of food overflowing, which is going waste. How do we give it to the poor people without charging through PDS is the question the government has to answer. So 820 million people are about world figure, but then it has come down to only India. So 194, that's what the figure I used to quote in all my earlier lectures, that about 200, up to approximately 200 million Indians were undernourished and they were not getting food. But then when we were about to tackle this, COVID has befallen us and taken us to the morass. Next one, sir. So indicators for global hunger index is in 19, not 20. 20 is a different ball game altogether. Come March 24, 25, 26, these are the dates. We have become absolutely fallen into a pit. Child wasting is 20.8%. India child wasting rate is highest among 117 countries. Child stunting, growth becoming stunted is around 38%. It's very high. Undernourishment is 14.5%. 9.6% of the children between the age of 6 to 23 months are fed a minimum acceptable diet, and the child mortality is 3.9. We have got so many 5-year plans, and after that we have reached this level. So that is a very sad state. Trend for indicators of values, India, we are very below, so we don't have to waste time on that. Our number, go next, sir. Our number is 800 million Indians going hungry. That is shocking enough for us. So that is about the hunger, the last slide I had shown. Here, you can look at carefully. They are Eastern African. Even our children could look like this. Thane, Palghar and other children can look like this. It says the hunger virus is killing about 8,000 children a day. This is during the normal day, not during COVID time. And the vaccine for it is already detected. Russia has come with Sputnik 5. No, we don't need any vaccine now. That vaccine is called the food. But you won't hear about it in the media because the rich people don't get hungry. It's only the poor people get hungry. So no one talks about it. So as Mr. Goyal said, we have started a roti bank. We have to have thousands of roti banks, ladies and gentlemen. The whole presentation through a live TV and radio network is to show that let us start roti banks all over the country, because we are feeding, let us say, about 37,000 people a day during the COVID time, and now it is 10,000 people. It is not even a scratch on the problem. So you have to start, everybody has to start a roti bank so that you can feed 10 people, 20 people, 30 people. So that would add. So this says that we began in January 1st, 2018, and we gave 5 lakh meals in the first year. We were just struggling. We were beginning NGO registration and all that. Second year also we gave 5.5 lakh meals. Then we started a chapter in Nagpur. Whereas my biggest dream was to feed 2 million people in 12 months of 2020. Lo and behold, COVID came as a risk and COVID came as a challenge. We took the challenge and we have already crossed 3 million meals in this last 6 months. So what do we do? Roti bank. If you want to start a roti bank, I can give you the guidance. On these days of the weddings or events or from hotels or offices, clubs and housing societies, so much food is going waste. We can collect it when it is fresh and go and give it to the hungry people in the hungry pockets. We can do hunger mapping. It is available on the internet. You can check. We, right from day number 1, ladies and gentlemen, even though we tried to collect the excess food, we gave only freshly cooked meals to the people who are suffering from cancer. They were admitted in Tata Cancer Hospital or their relatives sleeping outside. 600 to 700 meals from day number 1 to now. Whether it is raining or sunshine or COVID or whatever happens, this service never has stopped. So we also give to schools, slums. No, Mumbai is known for slums. 55% of the 2 crore population live in slums. So our mission is no one should go hungry. One meal and one smile. That is how I will describe. So far, as you know, we have sold more than 3 million meals. And in this year alone, and 2 million meals and more only during the COVID time, 120, 130 days. We work only during the daytime, 10 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Nighttime, people are drunk and various other issues are there. And nighttime dinners, marriages and all will get over at 2 o'clock. These are my people who are helping me as trustees. Of course, the whole world is conspiring. Like Paulo Coelho says, if you got a good intention and you pursue, the whole world conspires to help you. That is there. But these guys, that is Padma Shri Dr. Natarajan, is an eye specialist, and Mr. Sushil Jivrajka is a industrialist, he is a trustee, and he used to be FICCI chairman of Western India chapter, and that's myself. We are helping each other to run this roti bank efficiently. Next one, sir. So the meals served so far in 2018, as I mentioned, 5 lakhs, then 2019, 5 lakhs, total is 1 million meals. But whereas now you can see the figures on the screen, it is skyrocketing. The challenge was to close it on March 24th or 25th. We also got panicked and we closed it for a day, saying that my people should not get into corona cases. But then someone woke me up and said, don't get afraid. This is the time you have to go and work. So, ladies and gentlemen, you can see the bottom figure. That is 31 lakhs 55,000 meals we have served until yesterday. Next one, sir. So we want to do more and more. You can see some of the pictures. In the normal times, these children, about 10 schools like this we have adopted. That is my ikigai. Ikigai is the reason for which you get up in the morning and run throughout the day. Ikigai is a Japanese word. So my ikigai is to feed all the children and bring them up as vibrant children of India. So we have used this Mumbai police as partners in serving food to the coronavirus areas, because Dharavi and Sayan area or Worli Kolivada, we could not penetrate because they were all completely contained red zones. But then you can see we serve food in other places during normal times. Next one, sir. So in a glimpse, the same figures you can say. Here the new one is on the marathon day, that is January 2019. We got 20,000 meals to be given to small children. The pictures I will show. This year, it has reduced to half, 10,000 meals. We distributed 51,000 meals to school-going children to celebrate the World Food Day on 16th October. I don't know what I will do this October, how the scene will be, whether the schools will be open or not. We have brought in partners from all the NSS colleges in Maharashtra. If they work for 10 hours as volunteers, we give them a certificate which will enable them, which will help them in going above, going to USA and other places. So here you can see, these are BTech Engineering College students from this Father Agnal College, Bandra. These are people who are completely helping me. They're the backbone actually. This biodegradable plates you saw, that we serve. Every vehicle of mine has about 5 to 10,000 plates there we serve. So whatever we serve is biodegradable. Next one. We serve free masks also now. So on the leap year day, courtesy a company called Equifax, we gave 10,000 meals. And schools we have been giving to Dharavi, Mankur, and Vikhroli and other places. Festival, we've been serving meals for them. Quality time with various orphanages and old age home. We go give them food and spend quality time with them. We take these children even to Mount Mary Festival. On this Nehru Chacha's birthday, on November 14th, I took them to a police station to familiarize them with the friendly police. Thus, we impact their discipline, nutrition, and academics. That is DNA. This is that marathon. 2 years we have been partnering with the Mumbai Marathon people. Look at the smiles and look at the amount of goodies, biscuits, fruits, and various other fruity and drinks and then things like that. In fact, it was a shock to my people that they got 19,000 packets and they were taken aback. So I helped them with the police and all that so that vehicles and others could be arranged. So that is how we bring smiles. So we celebrate our anniversary by feeding all the children in Mumbai slums, the children who are studying on the streets. They literally sit on the pavement. So we go to them and give them. We give them food every day, but we celebrate our anniversary with pomp and show with them by giving them better food. Look at this anniversary and Christmas and various other things we celebrate with them. We covered on one day 51,000 children. So that is what is our capability. And with the blessings of people like you, we began with Mumbai Roti Bank. Now we are working with 7 chapters. Thane is an adjoining area in Mumbai. Mira Road, Bandar is an adjoining area. Nagpur Roti Bank has done yeoman service, fantastic service, about which I'll tell you a little later. Naveen Mumbai is another chapter. Coimbatore, my hometown, they have started a new Roti Bank there. And Hyderabad, Mrs. Aruna Bahuguna, Mr. Lal Goyal had brought her on a panel the other day. She runs this Roti Bank on behalf of us. So we have given her full power. We opened a bank account and everything. She runs that. So this is our inauguration of the Roti Bank in Nagpur. I went there personally. The commissioner of police is there in uniform. The IG is wearing the suit and the tie. So that these people did wonderful job. Well, for those people walking from Andhra and Telangana towards Bihar and other places, they gave glucose, water, food, jaggery and groundnuts. Khana means full meals, and also 400 pairs of footwear every day. Because when they were walking barefoot, and 48 degrees on a tar road, ladies and gentlemen, it is next to hell. Next to hell. Please. Next one, sir. So these people, this is our Roti Bank van in Navi Mumbai. We have about 11 such vans operating in Mumbai, and we served about 1200 to 1600 meals every day in Navi Mumbai. One of those admirers, Anil Atri, is the one who asked to be a volunteer there. We allowed him, and he's doing a wonderful job. So here, we used to buy food earlier from Matuga, some hotel or the other, but somebody like you, a donor, has given me a huge kitchen, and he's there hidden on the extreme right with that bag, and his wife is cutting the ribbon and inaugurating. Here we produced about 10 to 20,000 meals a day. That is rice, masala rice, dal rice, then dal khichdi, then vegetable pulao and things like that. So that is how generous people in Mumbai, generosity is unlimited. Next one, sir. So here is Boman Irani, or for that matter, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, or that for that matter, Miss Vidya Balan, anybody, wonderful people, they have given me endorsements. Boman Irani is willing to come. He told me the other day, 2 days before, that, yo, you forgot me, you're not asking me to do anything about Roti Bank. So he came, he went to the college and did what all promotions for us. So this is about food distribution highlights on various days. On the extreme left is the day of my inauguration. That is in Lower Parel railway station, in a 10 by 10 tent I inaugurated. 53 news channels had come to cover, because I was police commissioner and joint commissioner crime and things like that. Some lady in Charni Road gives us 11,000 jaggery rolls on the Valentine's Day. I don't know what is the connection, but we pick it up from them and give it to all of them. Jaggery roll is again a full meal, full of energy. Next one, sir. So here is Nisarga, the cyclone which was supposed to hit Mumbai, and it went there. It went offside and went to Raigad Jilla, that is Alibag Jilla as they used to call. So we were the first one to go. In my figure, which I showed you, 3 million and all, this is not included. This is exclusive of that. That is, we gave about 9 tons of food, atta, dal, rice, three items we gave to the Superintendent of Police is Mr. Anil Paraskar. Now it is Humanity Day. He mentioned about being human. Here it is. If a monkey, our people of origin, that's where we have developed from. If it can show so much of empathy and sympathy to this old lady, why not you and me? Look at the communication between the two, and that is the picture, the painting by a child. It's about the migrant laborers. Look at the children, their belongings and all, in the blistering heat of 48 degrees, walking on tar road at 1,000 kilometers. Oh, my heart goes to them. Next. So this is the COVID outbreak time. What did we do? This is that you can see the figures. Overall, we had 4 operational kitchens. They are showing 3 borrowed ones. One in Borivali, a hotel. In Goregaon, another hotel. And in Dadar, a 4-star hotel called Midtown Preetham. So they helped us, giving complete labor. We gave them the items, and they cooked meals and gave us. And that is how we could serve 37,000 meals, and the highest is 37,000 meals. That is just before Ramzan. Go next, sir. Something went wrong. We skipped. Yeah. Go next, sir. No. Go next. Yeah. Yeah, these are our partners. SR Foundation gave every other day, now they have stopped, 1 ton of fresh vegetables. Now, this ACC and Abuja Trust gave about 30 lakh meals. This Mir Foundation is owned by Shah Rukh Khan and Juhi Chawla. They gave about 30 lakhs meals. A meal is about 20 rupees. So they gave 60 lakhs. So Chrysil Foundation gave 5,000 meals a day. Thyrocare gave again 5,000 meals a day, cooked meals they gave. So with all this contribution from such companies, we are capable of feeding 10 to 20,000 people a day for the next 1 year or 2 years. That is the amount of generosity. So these are the Dharavi. This is all Dharavi. What I'm showing is we took the police as partners. We went daily, gave them 10,000 meals produced in Dadar, Midtown Preetham Hotel, and the police made all these arrangements and they announced through a loudspeaker about social distancing and they served the meals. I thank them, Mumbai police. But they also got a partnership. Now here, no, there is no religion. What we are looking for a hungry stomach. That's about it. So we gave the meals to everybody. As I mentioned earlier, just before Ramzan, 37,000 meals. On the Ramzan day onwards, it came down by 16,000. Means out of 37,000 beneficiaries, 16,000 people were belonging to minority community. And I feel very, very happy about feeding the entire humanity. Now here is the senior inspector of the Aravi. Took risk, organized, delivered, of course, got good name also. They had a goodwill of the local people. Next. You can see the van, 11 vans we have and 40 locations we are serving. How did we manage the COVID risk? Instead of we going to all 40 locations, we asked them to come and collect the food and go and deliver. Those volunteers staying in those 40 locations, they came and maintained all the protocols and collected food and gave. And I'm very proud to announce until today, we have no casualty to corona or anything at all. Nobody got touch wood. God has been so kind to me that I have given my people twice salary, double the salary. I gave them 5 lakhs insurance, medical insurance from Nippon Insurance for COVID and other diseases. I gave them 20 kilos of rice and 10 kilos of dal every fortnight during the last 4 months. So that is how and also PPE suits, the best of PPE suits so that they don't, PPE is personal protection equipment that was given to them. So we have avoided getting attracted by corona. Next. So to contribute, you can contribute by calling us on 8655-80001 and you can visit the website rotibankfoundation.org or rotibankindia.org. Learn more about us. Our website is one of the most interactive, very updated, very good website. Visit and you can tie us up with in restaurants, colleges, and universities and others. And you can spread the good word through Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and things like that. So that the idea, I may not want money from you directly, but the idea of starting a roti bank in your areas like Bangalore or in any other Mangalore or any other areas, that should spread. The idea of being an annadata, hungry people being fed, that is the whole thing I want. Please spread the good word. Next one, sir. So help us grow. These are bank details. You can take it from the channel and you can connect. The bank details will be available in the website also. That is rotibankfoundation.org or rotibankindia.org. And the email is given on the screen. And for asking for food, if you demand food, give a ring to this number in Mumbai. Different numbers are there in Thane, Navi Mumbai, Nagpur, Hyderabad and all have different numbers, but the website will give you those numbers. So that is the communication channel. So to the last, there's a last slide. Let us learn to love without any condition. Let us talk without any bad intention. And let us give without any reason. My food, fresh food, freshly made food is given without any reason whatsoever, no intentions whatsoever, nothing in return from anybody we want, and most of all, care for people without any expectation. No expectation whatsoever. They should feel, they should have a smile on the face. It is the only expectation. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very
Thank,
much.
thank you very much, Mr. Shivanandan, for giving the presentation about the Roti Bank. And really, it is such a appreciable task which you are doing, and especially that during the COVID time, we have no other words to just say that you are really andata. Just think how many people are feel hungry, no money, they're jobless. Think, and we all know the media reports are very clear, the conditions of Dharavi and many slums in Mumbai, and the pathetic conditions of migrants. But the Roti Bank under your leadership has really done so many good things. I am sure that God will be definitely giving the blessings to all of you who are working day and night to see that hunger should be eliminated from India. Now, Mr. Shivanandan, I just want to know a few things which I'm sure the viewers will also like to know. One is, from where you got the inspiration to start the Roti Bank?
Sir, I have seen extreme poverty in my police postings all over Maharashtra. For example, I have seen the street children. I coordinated a lot of NGOs and their works running, looking after the street children when I was additional commissioner in 93, 95, Mumbai, crime branch. And as a crime branch officer, 6 years I have worked in Mumbai. I have seen smallest of children when they are starving, they will go to any committing crimes like bag snatching or chain snatching or purse, pickpocketing and things like that. So now I thought, how do we reduce crime as a policeman? By putting them in the jail, by beating them up, or by killing them in the custodial death? No. I said, let us feed them and particularly attract them to schools. So I went to all the slum schools and started giving them very nutritious food to them, variety of food to them, so that even assuming that they get one meal from the government midday meals they get, but I'm giving additional one meal. For that, can I attract more children to the school? So when they come to school, can they get educated? They can become employable. They'll get a job somewhere. So by producing children who are self-helping nature people, I am trying to control crime. This is how I got my inspiration. I'm still a cop, even though I retired after 36 years of service and now almost 10 years, 9 years plus I have retired before. Still, I want to control crime by feeding the poor people. So, as you know, sir, in India or elsewhere, the priorities of life is roti, kapda, or makan. पहला प्रथम आपको रोटी लगेगा. अगर रोटी मिल गया तो all other thoughts will be good thoughts in your mind. उसके बाद में कपड़ा है कि नहीं चेक करते हैं. अगर कपड़ा भी मिल गया, then they look for a structure above you, a chat, a roof above you. That is the makan. So I am trying to fulfill the requirement of the poor people. The other inspiration I got is Gadchiroli of Nagpur area, where the Naxalites operate even now in a big way. So those Adivasis, even if they get 100 rupees per household per month, I'm talking about 95, 98 when I was DIG there, 100 rupees a month would give them luxurious life. That's the kind of people they were. Women were wearing only loincloths, Adivasis, because they don't have the luxury of covering the whole body. We wear a full robe, head to toe. We wear full robes, silken robes we wear. So that's the kind of. They used to eat red ants crushed with salt and eat them. For us, it's a delicacy, maybe. You know, caviar and all. We are paying so much for luxury food. They used to eat that. So that was what was touching my heart. I said, when I get a chance to do this, let me start a roti bank. Give them as much food. When I give food, sir, it's not measured as to 250 grams and all. No, take as much as you like. For the next meal also you take. That's how we are generous to the poor people. Sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shivanandan, for giving the details that how you have been inspired. And this is really a inspiring story for others, that you have been inspired by seeing the crime committed by the small children because they are hungry. And the other part we have seen, you are inspired because you have seen the Adivasis, they have nothing to eat, so they were eating the red ants. uh, this is something very pathetic condition. I'm sure that by viewing your views today, definitely our viewers will get the inspiration to start such type of activities like Roti Bank. So at least the hunger should go away. Now, my second question to you is, what difficulties you faced in the beginning?
Sir, in the beginning, as usual, it is the resources. We had full imagination, but then registration of the NGO and getting that 80G from income tax and all that. But main problem, I would say, is getting this leftover food in time. For example, all the five-star hotels and these five-star clubs we have in Mumbai, like Taj, Oberoi, Hilton, and the clubs, NSCI and all, as a policy, they don't want to give food. Please, sir, I'm repeating again. As a policy, they don't want to give food. Why? Because if the food gets contaminated and served, they are legally liable. I said, okay, I'll give a memorandum of understanding that you can prosecute me, my organization. But they said, no, it's a reputational issue now. So even you serve food and you get prosecuted, the press will say this food came from Taj or Oberoi or so and so club. So they said because of that, even today, so that is the problem, sir. So when poor people are all generous, okay, money, COVID times, all the companies which I showed, they're all doing COVID times. But in the beginning, to establish your credential and what you are doing, it took a lot of time for us. And also the vehicle. I had one friend like you, gave an old vehicle, used vehicle. I started with that. But later I gave it back to him because we could afford to buy 11 such pieces, brand new one. So maintenance, insurance, all those kind of things are all taken care of. So I'm giving vehicle, one vehicle to Nagpur I have given, one to Hyderabad I have sent. Coimbatore, they are buying a new one. So this is I'm bringing standard operating procedures. The same vessel, same plates and same thing, and hygiene. The best is the hygiene. So my major issue was resources, the leftover food. Now we have stopped leftover food. We don't ask any hotel or club or anyone to give because we don't know corona period mein kya hoga kya pata nahi. So we give only fresh meal and hot meal, hottest meal possible, so corona doesn't stay while serving and things like that. So these are my initial problems, sir. And now money is pouring like monsoon. I have no issue about it. Now the issue is to identify the real beneficiaries. Where are they? Because migrant laborers have gone. But now, if we can only identify the real beneficiaries who will eat and grow well, I'll be very, very happy. The viewers can tell us through you as to where food is required. We got the wherewithal, we got the money, we got the food. I buy every second day. Yesterday, I bought 2 tons of rice from FCI, Food Corporation of India. Every second day, third day, I buy 2, 3 tons of dal and rice and all that. So we got money to feed people. Let us identify the real beneficiaries. That's it, sir.
Very nice, Mr. Shivanandan, because he mentioned that initially there were problems for the registration, etc. Although being an influential person himself, he knows the law very well. But you have mentioned about 80G, which I will just ask you the question on that also. But he has also mentioned that initially the five-star hotels, because there is a policy that they never give any leftovers to anybody because of the legal complications. He tried to convince them and then it starts slowly and slowly. But now he says that he is having lots of funds, he's cash rich, and his main aim is to identify the hungry people, beneficiaries, who are wherever. And if our viewers have any such knows any such type of pockets, they can very well just send the mail or go visit his website. I'm sure they will be definitely ready to help. Now, my question about the 80G, you have mentioned about 80G. You know, there is a provision in income tax about 35, section 35, in which it's a 100% exemption, while you are getting 50% exemption. And those 100% exemptions are mainly enjoyed by the many, many temples, mosque, or religious trust, I can say.
It is knowledge
Don't you?
for me, sir. Value addition to me. I have never heard of 35. I
So
will go.
just yes, yes, please, if you can. So
Ah,
why not the NGO? Although I'm, I don't know whether they will, your Roti Bank will fit in this or not, because in our country we always think of the religion first, then we think about the social service. That is, so I'm sure that if you can apply and you just pursue it, so many social services can get this exemption.
sir,
I'm
the other thing related to that is getting FCRA permission.
Yes.
Currency Regulation Act. They
Yes.
don't give to you 3 years. So maybe we will, this December I'll complete 3 years, and then we'll go and approach. But they suddenly cancelled 8,000 FCRA licenses in the country, and they were all left in the lurch. So that is another great contribution. A lot of people are wanting to give me money from USA and Australia and all, but we returned the money during Corona time. Somebody unknown person had sent me from Australia. I told the banker to reverse it and give it to him because I don't want to get into the FCRA complication.
Mr. Shivanandan, you yourself was in crime branch, and you know very well that many black sheeps are there who are trying to disestablish our country. They want to take advantage of that foreign donations. That's why the government has taken that step. But I am sure that your Roti Bank will definitely get the approval. There should be not a problem because you are totally doing whatsoever transparently. Everybody can see anything because you are providing the food to the hungry people. Now, my next question is, when you started the Roti Bank, how your family, friends, and relatives reacted?
So they were all overwhelmed actually. My friends all came. They were all. I told you a friend of mine. His name is Umesh Rao. He runs a company called Vector. Before I mentioned, he sent a vehicle, and on the day of inauguration, my vehicle was ready. And I told you, my friends in the media, 53 channels had come. 53 channels. And the police also came. All the joint commissioner and so many policemen, IPS officers came, and they were all witness to the inauguration. It was a humble inauguration, but it was very, very well received. And since then, we improved by the day, sir, improved by the day. I told you we wanted to serve 2 million meals in 2020. We have already crossed 3 million. Maybe we'll cross 5 million this year. 5 million this year.
That
From
that
5
is a
lakhs to 5 million is a 10 times jump. That is
that
God's grace, sir. God's grace. My family, they are very, very happy. The one of the ladies who was cutting the ribbon, that kitchen inauguration is my wife. And then friends. Friends are the ones who gave the kitchen. It's worth any day 50 lakhs of rupees or maybe more. But then they gave the kitchen to us. Now also people are willing to give roti making machines. I'm telling them I'll pay, I'll buy, but they said no, we'll give you free. So overwhelming generosity and overwhelming affection. Like Bollywood, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan gave a testimony recorded. Elegant man he is. So he gave a fantastic testimony about us, about Roti Bank. And so is Vidya Balan. She gave money, 5 lakhs, and also an endorsement. Endorsement recorded. They all do the video recording themselves. So there is no hassle. So I'm just trying to explain how people are generous and warmed up about the idea of feeding the poor. They can't do it themselves directly, so they get it done through us. That's as simple as that.
that is a very good thing, and what you have mentioned, because generally we saw that whenever anybody wants to do the some social work, the family first resistance come from the family, then the relatives, and then the friends. People wants to discourage because the social work you are not going to earn anything. Rather, you have to many times you have to put from your own pocket, and
1
they
year.
says
In the first 1 year, the children which I showed in the picture, Dharavi, Drona Foundation, the entire money went from my savings only. But the family and the children and the friends were very, very happy, overwhelmed, sir, overwhelmed. Because this, in our country, Atiti Devo Bhava or whoever is hungry, feed them first is a there in our DNA. So it is the other way around. There is no resistance whatsoever. They were very, very, very helpful and very, very supportive.
very nice, Mr. Shivanandan, to say that our country, we have the Atiti Devo Bhavo, and that type of feeling that first we should give to the hungry people and then we eat, and that type of feeling. But this is very remarkable that all your family members, the relatives, the friends, and especially you have mentioned about Mr. Amitabh Bachchan, such a giant personality. There, if he is endorsing, means that he is very happy about your work. Where Miss Vidya Balan has already paid 5 lakhs and she is also endorsing, although the celebrities always charge the money from the clients, but they are coming out. This shows the work which you are doing is such a noble work. People wants to be associated, and that's why they are coming to you. Now, my next question to you is, although you have mentioned in one of the slides that you are planning to go. But are you planning pan India roti banks?
Slowly we are expanding. We are not in a hurry. You know, looking at us, people got inspired in the beginning or even later. A place called Tinsukia in Assam and Ara in Bihar, Jalandhar, Ludhiana, they all started roti bank. But then, what do I have control? What is common with me and them? How do I control their quality of food and all that? So there are a lot of people who are inspired and who have started on their own with the name of roti bank. Anyone starting any roti bank, I don't worry about it, because roti bank should be spreading like wildfire all over the place. Next probable place I will start is Ahmedabad. Before the next discussion between you and me, I will let you know that I have started in Ahmedabad. So that will be the eighth place, and then we will start in other places also. Sir, I want a reliable person to run the show, even assuming that I give them all the resources, but then they have to be reliable. You know, this is public money, donation money. We have to be very, very careful, transparent, and also the quality of food. We are legally liable if the food goes wrong. And we are playing with the lives of the poor people. Like imagine someday somebody getting admitted because of the food poisoning. I'll feel very bad. I'll feel very bad. So I want a reliable partner. Any place we can start.
Yes, that is a very, very important thing, because the food is such a item. It can uh, feed a hungry person, but it can also make a person sick. And because you want to be a very, very 100% sure that the person who is planning to start roti bank anywhere in the India, they should not only they should be loyal to the your
Cause.
company, or because they should not misuse the donation money. After all, people are paying on the faith, as well as they should have the complete control, the quality control of the food, which is also, it requires the inner, you can say, that type of inspiration, that the person should be totally dedicated for this type of noble cause. Now tell me, I saw somewhere that you have tied up with Dabbawalas of Mumbai.
That was in the beginning, but
Hmm.
then later on, they were struggling with their own sustenance and all that. Whomever I recruited from them for driving the vehicle, they are all with me. I pay them 15,000 rupees because they left a job and came. You know, it's a question of feeding them. But then using their services and ours as a combination of forces, it did not work out well, because earlier they were doing it by using cycles and various other means. Mine is give a call. You get a call on 8655 80001. Within 30 minutes, my vehicle reaches there, collects food, and within the next 1 hour, we deliver the food to the beneficiaries. So in that, the Dabbawala concept did not merge well. Merge well. That is how it is, sir.
Okay, okay.
But they are with us. They are with us. They are working with us. I pay them salary and things like that. So our
That
whenever I want, they will be available. But as on today, you know, the whole Davawala service is stopped because there are no trains, there are no officers, nothing. They need help actually. They need food. Yeah,
so
they're
so
good
that
people. They're good
yeah,
people.
it's what Mr. Shivanandan is saying, that Dabbawala people, because the trains are stopped, their services are paralyzed, they also require food. But what he is saying, and he has mentioned in one of the slide, that he is paying the double the salary to his persons who are associated with him, and he is also getting them insurance, medical insurance. And one more thing he has mentioned, that luckily not a single person suffered from COVID and no casualty. Now the question is about the COVID, because the COVID time is very, very difficult, although you mentioned, but can you just elaborate how you manage during the COVID time? Because Mumbai was the worst affected at one time, and Dharavi was totally, it has become a international news, and now it is a success story. It's a totally changed. I must appreciate the government agencies, the doctors, as well as all the NGOs who are working day and night. But can you just tell us, because you are going everywhere in Mumbai, how you have managed during the COVID time?
We actually see, earlier we were giving about 3 to 5,000 meals. That's why 5 lakhs in a year. Out of that, 600, 700 meals to the Tata Cancer Hospital people daily. Okay. So, but then when this challenge came on March 26th, we served only 1,000 meals because we closed for a day or two out of fear. fright. But then I realized that it is the time to take a risk and go and serve the poor people. Migrant labor issue had not started there. So that on first day number one, we served 1,000 meals, next day 6,000 meals, 10,000 meals, it went up to 30,000 meals on an average, and the highest was 37,000 meals one day before Ramzan. So if you can see the graph, it is fantastic. So now, how did we do that? Our own kitchen produced about 10, 15,000. Then there's Midtown for a Preetham Hotel, Sardarji, Mr. Kohli owns that. They gave about 10,000 meals. I bought rice and dal and oil and gave it to them, and they produced. And that went to Dharavi directly from there. Then that Goregaon, one Harish Prabhu, and one Borivali Hotel. These are the four kitchens I ran. They were closed because of the pandemic, but they were generous enough to give us the staff and the equipment and all that. So we used their facilities. Now, what did I do? Is instead of my 10 vehicle, how can they go to 40 locations? So we told all the people, agencies, volunteers, and others from all these slums, you come with a vehicle and your own vessels. We had that gun where they measure the fever of the people entering the place, keep distance, collect food from us. So when I used to get a call that I need 5 people, 50 people and all, I used to tell them, no, I refuse to give you food. I'll give 500,000. Because for me, look at the economy of operation. Whether I send a vehicle for 5 people or 50 people or 500 or 5,000, the operational cost is the same. My driver's salary, vehicle, fuel, all that is the same. So I said that is how we managed. So by and large, besides my people going to certain places, there were 40, 50 agencies came and delivered in 40 locations. So the risk was taken by them. For example, Dharavi, we were prohibited from entering into the place. So we gave it to the police station. They announced. I got lots of videos, the policemen announcing, maintaining social distance and all that, delivering food. They got good name. They got good name.
I think, Mr. Shivanandan, because of your administrative and police experience, you could manage during the COVID time. Otherwise, it's very, very difficult to penetrate and to go anywhere and even to produce, because at that time, initially, all the kitchens and every the hotels were closed and the staffs were not available. But you are lucky. And I think it is because of your good intentions and dedication work you have done. Now, in the last, I just want to know, are you getting sufficient donation so that because this roti bank is increasing, we are seeing the graph, it is increasing day by day from 5,000 to 5 lakhs, 5 lakhs to so much, and now millions. Do you think you will be able to sustain in a
Yes, sir.
longer way?
I told you that we will be able to sustain for the next 1 year with the donations we have already received. And also, money is coming that way. People are very, very generous. People like you and people like your listeners are all generous. And I take even 1 rupee when they give it with a good heart. So there are a lot of people donating. For example, we collect grains from all the societies. In my society also where I live, they give grains, like some religious festivals come, they donate 100 kilos of rice, 200 kilos of rice, and all that. So that way, a lot of people who are coming forward. So I don't think in this country, if you've got a good reputation, name, and all these things, a track record, and transparent way of working, donation or money or resources is any issue. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Shivanandan, for speaking so frankly and giving all the details. And he said donation is not a problem if you are working transparently and your intentions are good and you are really serving the people. Now, the last question thing to you is your suggestions, if any, to government and advice to public.
Sir, government has to open up the godowns. 80 million tons is going waste. Rain and bandicoots, rats and others are eating in the transport. So let them give the food, free food, 10 kilos, 5 kilos, 20 kilos to all the poor people through their public distribution system, so that the poverty is reduced. And the public have to think about the fellow human beings and help them in every possible way, small way, big way. Everybody need not say that I gave 3 million meals. Even if you given 3 meals to 3 poor people, it's a big thing. In Swarga, they will get a place, whether you give 3 meals or 3 million meals. So my request to the people is join us, start more and more roti banks, start run a small roti bank, take the neighborhood help, and then spread the good word. And we have to eliminate poverty completely from this great country. Ours is a great country. We got plenty of food, sir. I want to tell again, once again, we have got every godown overflowing with food thanks to green revolution. Only thing is the purchasing power because of the unemployment. They are not getting money to buy, so we have to give them free. The government should open up the godowns and give free, and they can buy the next crop they will get. So government should feed the hungry, sir. It's their job. It's their job. We
Thank,
elected them for that. Yes, sir.
thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Shivanandan, for giving the advice. Suggestion to the public is that they should feed, they should open the godowns, because godowns are overflowing with the grains. And he has also mentioned that the advice to the public is, please try to feed, be human, try to feed somebody who is hungry. Even 3 meals, it's giving you such a type of happiness, inner happiness, which you will otherwise not get. And now, so today you have seen a retired IPS officer who was working day and night to curb the crime, turned a social worker in a very, very big way, and with the, definitely with the help of many. But initially he said he put his own savings for 1 year to sustain and to start. And now the Roti Bank is reaching heights because he's transparent, he's dedicated, honest, and he's taking cooperations of everyone, whether it's small person or a big person. That is why he is doing such a noble cause. And he has also appealed to everybody, if anybody wants to join such type of movement to eradicate poverty, hunger, which is very, very important today, during and after, especially after this or during this COVID time, please call him, take the or contact him through the website, so that they will be able to help you and associate you. Thank you, Mr. Shivanandan,
Thank
for
you,
this.
sir.
And this program of today's is live telecast by V4 News, uh, Global TV, Malnadu TV, News Gaon Se, Samvad Sarokar News, as well as it was shown live on Facebook and YouTube. And our endeavor is to bring such type of people again and again, but also we want to discuss about the current situations, what is happening. And tomorrow is a very, very special day. And the special day is, tomorrow is a World Organ Donation Day. We should not forget that as per the government records, more than 5 lakhs, yes, you have heard rightly, more than 5 lakhs people are dying every year for wants of organ. So why not? Please jo join us, see to it, take the pledge that you should donate your organs. So at least those lives can be saved. When we are talking about COVID, when we are talking that so many people are dying due to the corona, we should also understand there are other diseases, and this disease is under our control. We can save them. We can become a god for the entire family if we pledge to donate our organs. And today, tomorrow, this media conference with Lal Goyal is based on World Organ Donation Day. And we have a very, very different type of a panel tomorrow. We have Mr. Pramod Lakshman Mahajan. He's a kidney donor, and he has donated his kidney to an unrelated person. He was a CISF Jawan at that time. Just see, and the Jawan is alive, he is alive. And now what he is doing, he's touring the country on his motorcycle to create the organ donation awareness. He is from Dahavli, Sangli, Maharashtra. We have another donor. He is Mr. Gurvinder Singh Viku. He is a living liver donor, and he is working in a Mumbai in a JW Marriott Hotel, and there he donated his liver to his uncle, and he's doing it very, very happily with full cooperation of everyone. Then we have Dr. Prashant Marla, Medical Director, AG Hospital and Research Center, Mangaluru. We have Miss Lalita Raghuram, Country Director, Mohan Foundation, Hyderabad. We have Miss Sunaina Singh, CEO, Organ India, New Delhi. Please tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. on media conference with Lal Goyal. And I would like to thank Mr. Shivanandan for joining and giving his time and giving the details about Roti Bank, which is a really eye-opener for all of us. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much,
And,
sir. Thank you
and
very much. Have a great
God
day.
bless you. We can only say today is the Janmashtami day. That God bless you so many with all these blessings so that you can eradicate hunger from India. Thank you very
sir.
much.
Have a
Thank
great day, sir. I enjoyed interacting with you. Thank you.
you. Thank
Thank
you.
you
Thank
very
you.
much.